Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Foley Square. It's Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022, and we're going in for the Larry Ray trial, yes again. Now, yesterday, it again cut off early, but there was some troubling testimony by Claudia Drury, and later in the day, put into evidence, and we put it online, was a list, apparently, of the customers of Miss Drury, unredacted. You be the judge. We put it on Document Cloud. Everyone can read it. We're going to be covering the trial in just a few short moments. But in the case of the Chinese spies indicted last week in the EDNY, we've done some further research, and Mr. Frank Liu, one of the 5 indicted, released on bond with homes on Long Island and in Florida, is a UN guy. We covered him in the UN. He was inside the UN. He paid $100,000 through something called the World Harmony Foundation to get an insider's tour of UN peacekeeping, of course, with its own crimes. Pretty shocking. A man who's indicted bought his way into the UN. Have you heard this story before? Englap saying the UN is so corrupt. Let me explain the ways. At 9:45, and we'll cover this, Antonio Guterres will lie once again about Ukraine. Why do I say that? Because he was caught out. His Department of Global Communications told 25 officials not to call it a war. When it was at first we asked about it and they refused to answer, they were exposed. They then said it was only 25, but Melissa Fleming every single weekday has received an email saying, which 25? If you want to verify, if you want to put this supposed controversy, or they're actually trying to get people, and they managed to get some UN supporters to say, it never happened, it's not true. The email is true. Which 25 people was it sent to? And what is Antonio Guterres doing? Well, I say he's been in the bag for Putin for 6 years, and he's been shucking and jiving for about, 2 weeks? Let's check it out. Meanwhile, the General Assembly will have another useless vote on a Ukraine resolution. France and Mexico, after 2 weeks of failure in the Security Council, take it to the General Assembly. Oh, but South Africa says, don't mention Russia, and they have a separate proposal. In any event, the main thing to remember about this fake WWF wrestling thing in the UN is that it has no power. It's a useless thing that bans the press. Still, we will apply and get in. To be continued.